like a gangster movie. This ain't no gangster movie, homie. This is real life, one of a kind. I'm not different, I'm a rare breed. Top shelf, first in line, homie. I'm a draft pick. Second string contenders, all most of them gon' ever be. Headed for the fast break. Mind state, power forward. Headed for the fast break. Mind state to be the greatest. Politic, plotting schemes, slow and steady wins the race. This New York, it's a hostile takeover.
What it do? You already know what it is. It's your boy TW at Tw.GeezNews. What's happening? And you already know we are most definitely uncensored. Shout out to all my newsies out there. Don't forget to smash that like button for the algorithm and subscribe to the channel. Man, we got some things going on. But like I always say, it wouldn't be news if what? We ain't had some things going on. Now, what would it be? You got Offset coming at Cardi B for spousal support. Y'all think about that. Some people that's jacking it. There's some people that's not. So what I'm going to do is, what I always tell you about the news you do here. First, it's about big business. Secondly, I'm going to bring you two different sides. Two analytical different sides. And you want to go off of what you believe. Not just going to bring you one side, all my belief, tell you, yo, this is what I believe, and then. No. We don't do that here. So, I got MTR and Hassan Campbell for this job right here.
Cardi B is having a terrible day here today, absolutely crashing out on these internet streets and being introduced to the real meaning behind the phrase equal rights after Offset demands spousal support. Let's listen.
I don't want nobody calling me. Now you a bitch. And now I'm gonna state my shit. His bitch ass. Gonna tell the Breakfast Club the only reason why this motherfucker asking for spousal support because I was asking for everything. I don't be with my kids. Yo, you such a ass nigga. Word to my mother.
Yo, that's crazy. Continue.
I want you to die, but I want you to die slow. Nigga. I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, you gotta think of me. When I first filed for divorce, my lawyer filed for shit.
It's graphic.
And this.
That was real graphic. Shout out to the BX. Let's continue.
Started spazzing, right? So I told my lawyer, there's a renewed divorce paper, right? I didn't ask for no child support because I want to be done with this marriage. Like, I feel like I'm tied up. Kiari is allowed to see my kids. There is not one day that he's not allowed to see my kids. He stood up my kids 3 times. He have seen Blossom only like 5 times. And I've been trying to save your face.
I ain't gonna hold you. If that is true, that's insane. Insane. Well, let's continue.
But for you, stop playing saying that I don't be seeing my fucking kids. Stop playing because you don't want to look like a less of a bitch ass. If I'm lying, my kids could die if I'm lying. I said, you know what? To make it easier for you, you could see the kids in my house. Just because I want my daughter to feel the love of her dad. The last time you seen the kids was in March on Cody's birthday. You haven't seen the kids since March. You went to do a hosting in Boston and you stood them up. You say you was going to see the kids after Mother's Day and you stood them up. My house is always open. My house is always open for you to see my kids, and you still haven't seen them. So why you saying that you're asking for spousal support because I'm trying to take the kids from you? The kids is always open to see you. It's not my fault you don't want to fly to New York. What you mean I'm trying to take everything? The cars that you gave me, I gave you cars too. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the Lamb truck. The day that I bought my Maybach, the Maybach was $170,000, and I didn't have the $70,000 that day. I had to get it the next day. So you just put the $70,000. You want those cars so bad, bitch, you could get it. But then you want to talk about the houses. You want to talk about the houses? First of all, my Jersey house, I bought that shit. And you tell me myself, if you buy a house in Jersey, I'm not helping you think because I don't want a house up north. I bought that shit with my sweat and tears. The Atlanta house.
Damn, that's how they feel out there. They don't like up north dudes, and up north so much you wouldn't even buy a house up here. Why not? It's beautiful up here. You shitting me? It's beautiful. Jersey, New York. Let's continue.
House. The Atlanta house you have put me with the bill the last year. You left me the last year. You have left me with the kids' bill. Y'all want to know what's the kids' bills? Start adding. My kids got their own driver. The kids' driver is on a retainer for $10,000 a month.
Damn.
Culture school this year, you didn't pay for it. That's $45,000. My cousin.
Shit. 10,000 driver, 45,000 school, 55. Let's continue.
Cousin babysits Wave and Culture. She gets paid $3,000 a week. The nanny was $700 a day, but because she's only staying in the daytime, $500. Don't call me. Nobody call me. The baby's nanny is $500 a day now because she's not staying the whole day. Culture and Wave gets tutoring 4 times a week. Culture pianos class. That's 300 an hour, and she gets piano class 3 times a week. I'm not sure how much is gymnastic and Wave boxing classes, but I pay that too. And you have left me with that bill for a whole year. Have I asked you? Have I asked you for anything? This is not even including food. So my kids have a personal chef that come from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. that I pay for because people in my house don't have time to cook. My cousin don't have time to cook. My mom that be helping with the kids don't.
Hold on. I ain't gonna front out kind of with it. That is a lot. That was 80 bands damn near a month just for the kids alone. It's pushing to 100. But this personal chef for the kids, what do you mean? You paying that lady $3,000 a week. That's $12,000 a month just to watch the kids. She don't cook. She don't do nothing. Get the hell out of here. Now you're just throwing money away. But let's continue.
Have time to cook. So I need a chef. So my kids eat whatever the fuck they want because thanks to me. Also, my house have a security in front because our daughter constantly used to get death threats. So I have a security 24 hours in front of my house,
Crazy.
which I pay as well. And you don't help me with none of it. My always tells me, yo, I don't want you to address nothing anymore. And I be trying to keep it cute. But for you to call the Breakfast Club and be like, oh, the reason why I'm asking for spousal support is because she wants everything. Everything like what? The gifts that you gave me? Bitch, you want it back? All right, so give me the gifts that I gave you back. Money for the house for Atlanta? Fine, we could split that. My house in Jersey, I bought it myself, so you're not getting shit from my house that I work my ass off. Anything for the kids, all I ask is for you to spend time with them, and you haven't spent no time with them, bro.
This rant is actually way more insane than I thought it was going to be, but let's get the initial out the way. All right. Irrespective of the he say, she said, what is Cardi saying, what is Offset saying, who's doing what, who's paying what, I would say that if you were married to somebody and you cheated on somebody and now you're requesting spousal support, that's absolutely diabolical work. If that is the case. Now, I will also say that while Miss Wap Katir over here was yelling and screaming, there's always 3 sides to every story.
He called him Miss Wap Katir.
That was $170,000.
Oh shit. Sorry, people. That was my fault. Man, he called him Miss Wap Katir. I rewinded it by accident. Yo, but on another instance, to piggyback off of what he said, he's actually right. Yes.
Me me. Also, my house have a security in front because you know our daughter constantly used to get threats, death threats. So I have a security 24 hours in
This
front
is
of my
so
house,
crazy.
which I pay as well. And you don't help me with none of it. My always tells me, yo, I don't want you to address nothing anymore. And I be trying to keep it cute. But for you to call the
Now, real quick, I rewinded it for a reason because I wanted to hear that part again. Because with all this money being put out for multimillionaires, something just ain't right here. You got one house that's yours that you paid for alone in Jersey. Y'all got a shared house, I guess, or whatever. For the amount of money that you see them spend, the amount of diamonds and luxury vehicles and whatnot you see, you would have thought they owned more properties than that. I'm going to say that again. You would have thought they owned more properties than that. Tisk, tisk, tisk. But let's continue with MTR.
Breakfast Club and be like, oh, the reason why I'm asking for spousal support is because she wants everything like what? The gifts that you gave me? Bitch, you want it back? All right, so give me the gifts that I gave you back. Money for the house for Atlanta? Fine, we could split that. My house in Jersey, I bought it myself, so you're not getting shit from my house that I work my ass off. Anything for the kids, all I ask is for you to spend time with them, and you haven't spent no time with them, bro.
This rant is actually way more insane than I thought it was going to be, but let's get the initial out the way. All right. Irrespective of the he say, she said, what is Cardi saying?
So you telling me out of all this hard work Cardi did, she only has one home in Jersey? It's not making no sense to me. And I don't care what you say out there, oh, that they was married. Listen to me. This is about business. End of the day for me. That's it. Nothing else matters. I don't care about nothing that's happening in the streets. I don't care about none of that. The only thing I care about is business and prosperity. And none of this right here shows me that anybody had any business sense. But let's continue.
Is Offset saying who's doing what, who's paying what? I would say that if you were married to somebody and you cheated on somebody and now you're requesting spousal support, that's absolutely diabolical work. If that is the case. Now, I will also say that while Miss Wapkatir over here was yelling and screaming, there's always three sides to every story. Oftentimes, when I hear women say that my house is always open, they also often make it incredibly difficult and hard for the ex to come through to that house. And with a woman of Cardi's demeanor, I can only imagine how difficult that
I heard a small variety of people that said that. Most people I know, if the chicks say the house is open for you to come see them, it's open for you to come see them. I'm just keeping it real. I don't know people that play that type of game because on the flip side, when they play in the game, you don't see them. They make it hard for you. You don't see your kid. They don't tell you, come, the house is open. And you feel what I'm saying? But this is a whole nother man's analytical side. Listen, there's different type of people in this world. So I'm bringing you different types of analytical sides with my commentary in the middle. Let's continue.
That is, now that that piece is out the way, millionaires, multimillionaires who are getting married especially when you don't know what's going to be happening in each other's career and you do it without a prenup, to me is so wild. I think anybody getting married without a prenup is absolutely wild for you to decide to do that, but especially people with millions of dollars that they're generating, especially in entertainment, because your career could be over at any given minute. Now, in this case, Cardi makes a lot more money than Offset, so Offset is exercising his equal rights after Cardi was the one to file for divorce to get his fair share. Because when you get married, it's a business. So if you want to break up this business, irrespective of what has happened during the length of the marriage, during the span of holy matrimony, you gonna give me my cut. But here's the thing. Now, many women will call men that seek spousal support B-ass ninjas because how dare you request money from a woman? But I actually see that this is going to be something that's going to happen a lot more going into the future, especially in considering how many more women are catching up to the pay of men and are.
Y'all agree with that? Y'all think this is going to become a common thing? Men asking for spousal support? Y'all think that's cool? Honestly, what y'all think? Like, I don't know. I'm listen. I'm gonna let them speak first. First, MTR. Next, Hassan Campbell. Let's continue.
Actively considering marriage with men who make far less than them. But let's call a spade a spade. I don't believe in alimony. And usually people will enact alimony as a way to control the other person for an amount of time after divorce has occurred. Can Offset continue to manage his lifestyle without the addition of money from her? Absolutely. Does Offset want to inflict pain and suffering on an already crazy ass Cardi B? In my opinion, absolutely. In fact, I think the majority of people want to inflict pain and suffering to the other party via alimony. I can only understand it if the other party has made $0 for a significant period of time and has not been gaining any skill sets in the market. Then maybe I can understand it, but it'd be a very limited time, like a year max. But let's keep listening.
Bro, you are mentally disturbed right now. And then when I don't be with my kids, where I be at, Offset? Where I'm at? I'm in Atlanta right now working. And when I fly out on the weekends, I fly out to my house in New York. And I spend times with my kids and I spend time with my man. I be with a nigga for once a week, 2 times a week. It gets to the point that my man go see me because I don't got time to go see him. He makes time for me because he know I'm busting my ass because he know how much this new era for me, my tour, and my album means so much to me. But you don't like that. That's calling me. Where to? For you to try to make me look in the media like I'm a deadbeat mom. Well, please tell the media how you left me with a $50,000 a month bill that I haven't even asked you $1 for. Belcalis, Marlenis, Almanzar pay over $50,000 just on her kids alone. Just on her kids alone. Me! I have to pay that bill. No help. He hasn't paid the mortgage for a whole year in the Atlanta house. You're in the Atlanta house right now, and you're be going over there. I be wanting to go over there and clap shit the fuck up, because at the end of the day, I'm paying for the bill and that shit, because you haven't paid shit for a whole year. But you know what?
That is the nastiest shit I've ever heard. She said she's paying for the bill for a whole year. And he's in there with a whole nother John. Yo! Yo, man. This is insane. Let's continue.
You harass me so much when I be with my nigga that I just want peace. I want peace. You want to be with your bitch in this house? Alright, fine. Just please leave me alone. I just want niggas to leave me the fuck alone. I just want to be free. I don't want to be called 40,000 times. Go tell the people when's the last time you seen your kids. You know what you did? You coerced my daughter. You did a video and you keep threatening about this video. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You coerce my daughter to say on FaceTime, oh, I miss my mommy. She's never here. She this, and that. And every single day you threaten me with that video. Like if I don't be busting my ass for them motherfucking kids, the fuck.
I just don't understand why a young man would ever want to marry a young lady with the capability of this. It boggles it boggles my mind. All my G's out there. If your girl has the capability of speaking like this, I would suggest that you run for the damn hills. I wouldn't even put eggplant in them. All right? Because I think that a chick with the mindset of this is also the type of chick that'll poke holes in something in order to tie you down against your will.
See? Total whole different mindset. Me? I'm used to females like that coming from the inner city streets. Honestly. Well, not the internet part. That's like a whole new ball game right there. Them ranting on the internet. But in person, ranting and screaming, that's typical, good behavior. It is what it is. Let's continue.
There's nothing that you can do in order to save yourself at that particular junction. She's always been a nut.
And you know I was going to stay quiet, but you're not going to be sitting here in the industry trying to say that I'm a mom. They bust my ass for these kids.
Now, meanwhile, also keep in mind, right? I have no sympathy for Cardi B because this is the same woman that has admitted to drugging and robbing men. I find it so interesting that women like this will say, my body, my choice. Meanwhile, was it his body or his choice to get drugged and robbed by you?
I want to be left alone. You in a whole relationship. Why the fuck you give a fuck what I'm doing? Jesus Christ, I just want to be free. Sign the papers. And you call me and the kids come to Atlanta and I said, I don't know, tell my dad. Because if the kids come to my Atlanta, clearly my dad to fly over here. Then you want to talk about, oh, why you have an attitude? What are you talking about? I don't have an attitude.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm wondering right now. Y'all probably ain't thinking. Y'all might have thought it. But I'm gonna put it out there. What the hell is going on with the Bronx? First Remy, ranting and raving. Now Cardi, ranting and raving. Sheesh. Let's continue.
Oh, you must be around your nigga. And it's like, oh my God, here you go. Hung up. Because of that, you started spazzing the whole weekend, called me about 40 times, started hitting up all my friends, even my family member like Hennessy, you know she hates you. You was looking for an excuse to be mad. That's the last time you see Blossom. That baby probably don't even...
I mean, it's just a damn shame because you know who suffers the most out these situations, this going back and forth, which is now forever documented, is the children. They're the ones that miss out. They're the ones that's losing out. But all right, now that you guys have seen the insane rant, let's go over to TikTok and see the public reception.
Offset requesting spousal support in the divorce with Cardi B is just...
Just what?
Oh, City Boys.
Look at this weird nigga. Just look like he's stupid. Let's continue.
Yeah, that's not City Boys down $1 million at all. That's actually City Boys up 1 billion points.
What do you mean City Boys? What the hell is a City Boys? See, I'm learning something right now. I didn't know. I didn't see this. Let's continue.
They must not understand the meme behind what City Boys are like, what it actually means. All right. Men getting child support, men getting spousal support is absolutely City Boys up. City Boys don't care about the traditional themes of like masculinity, always being the provider, the protector. They just want to win in every situation possible. And if he gets access to her funds after all of this, that is absolutely City Boys up.
I'm absolutely going to say this. That sounds like some bitch ass shit. A bunch of whack ass niggas doing some whack ass shit but living off of women. Now, I'm going to flip it because there is somebody who I do respect that had this problem. Kevin Featherline. I believe I said his name right. But see, there was one difference. He actually had sole custody of the kids. He wasn't just living off of, married to, divorced, then tried to pull. No. He was the sole parent of the kids while homegirl went through what she was going through. That I can 100% respect. This shit, City Boys, that thing that they just mentioned, I'm not jacking it. I'm not jacking it. But anyway, let's continue with Silly Face over there in the corner.
Like, we are losing the plot.
Okay.
And y'all keep getting mad at women because they asking who gonna be the boys. But who gonna be the boys? Like, for real, who gonna be the boys? Spousal support from Cardi B when you know good and goddamn well that she's finna be the main parent for them kids. Now, he filed for joint custody. I'll give him that. But he also requested...
These people don't know what spousal support is. It's as alimony, my guy. It's not child support. Child support and spousal support are two different things.
Look, I told you he was a stupid face. See, I said that just by the way he looked at him was started off. This stupid face guy right here. They don't even know the difference. Let's continue.
That Cardi B's house be the main residence for the kids, which we all knew was going to happen since your house has never been the main residence for any of your kids. I don't know, fellas. I think we need to have a conversation. I've been concerned about this for the last 10 to 100 business years.
Shut up.
We don't need to have no conversation, stupid face. You need to stop making videos that's like this, sir. Very much so. You sound like one of them feminine ass Democrats. Let's continue.
Okay, we've been down bad, and I feel like we're not coming back. It don't feel like a come up. Who gonna be the boys? And I just feel like he being the bitter baby daddy, cause she with Mr. Diggs now. I could be wrong, but I know I'm...
This is why I don't like listening to TikTokers with damn nose rings. I often find that the things that they say make no damn sense. Not under...
He got a nose ring? You think he Tupac? Let's
Understanding the difference between spousal support and child support before giving your thoughts is absolutely absurd. Nevertheless, let's see what the ladies have to say about this.
Offset asking Cardi B for spousal support has to been the most ass-backward shit I've ever seen in my life. You cheated on this woman so much that she had to go get her face changed. She accepted you back after adultery. You came on tour, you stalked her, you wanted...
She said you cheated on her so much. She had to go get her face changed. Yo, that was crazy. Let's continue.
her back, and then you cheated on her again while she was pregnant. We all knew she was the breadwinner. She liked it. We love it. Hell, she was cool with being it. But see, y'all would have be a down ass.
Actually, I can't let you do that because they keep trying to spin that. When they first got together, no, she was up and coming. Yes, he was the man with the Migos. The Migo gang was the breadwinners at that time. They was the hottest thing in the streets. Is you shitting me? Is you shitting me? I can't let her get away with doing that. I cannot. Because when you say things like that, you know what that is?
A bullshit. A bullshit.
That's exactly what that is. Don't ever do that. She's the breadwinner now, 100%. We can't deny that. They fell off. But when the Migos was on the top of the game, when they first got married, they was up. Let's continue.
You help you, build you up, keep your name floating and alive, because nigga, you was stuck in some deals. Your wife stuck beside you in certain things. You fell out with your group. Your wife stuck beside you, made y'all work it out. Your wife was literally in your corner when you was into it with your own folks. She gave you way more grace than the average would with less. And you want to take more from her? Embarrassing her wasn't enough. Cheating with randoms that she was beefing with wasn't enough. Having her catch cases over your infidelities wasn't enough. Cheating on her while she was pregnant wasn't enough. But you want spousal support and she take care of your kids, your 3 kids? She has primary custody of them? Why would you do that? If anything, because what? Like, what the fuck are you thinking? Are you going to take care of the children? What the hell? Like, what is going on? Like, niggas just give black men a back. Because at least when the white man cheats.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, Offset, if you ever want to come to a platform, all right, and to talk about your side of the story, my guy, this is my invitation. This is my open invitation. They're attempting to drug your name through the mud without you giving out what is the real, what is actually happening.
They ain't attempting to drug his name through the mud. Me personally, I think he's dragging his own name through the mud. Let's continue.
It's a safe space over here, my guy. I'd be more than happy to talk with you. Let's go to the next one.
Ladies, y'all better be careful who y'all marry, because the men are gold diggers too. As you know, Offset and Cardi B are going through a divorce that they filed back in August 2024.
Actually, they're not gold diggers, woman. They're called gigolos. Let's get it straight. Let's continue.
And Offset recently decided to file an amended response to the divorce, now asking for spousal support from Cardi B. He's also asking for joint custody of the kids, and he's wanting Cardi B's house to be the main residence for the children. I can tell you exactly why he's doing that, and probably exactly why he's now asking for the spousal support. What a lot of people don't understand about custody is just because you have joint custody does not mean you are sharing a 50-50 physical custody. He could get the kids once a month or 2 times a month, and it would still be considered a joint custody plan. And Cardi B has already complained about the fact that Offset does not support his children or her, i.e. he's probably not giving her any money to help her take care of her kids. And I think they got like 3 now. So she probably does need some help, even though she probably has a lot of money herself. So back to it. Even if Offset has a joint custody schedule where he's getting the kids 1 weekend per month, he is going to owe Cardi B child support if she asks for it. So it's likely that he's asking for spousal support, so it will counteract any child support that he might owe her, because we can probably all guess that he is not going for a 50-50 physical custody schedule with Cardi B, and he doesn't want to have to owe her a boatload of child support.
Oh, I got it. So essentially the lawyer is saying that a man asking for spousal support is him being a gold digger. Oh, isn't that? It's so interesting. Isn't it so interesting that when a man is doing this, he's a gold digger, but when a woman is doing it, it's go ahead, be free. You sacrificed all your time because of the patriarchy. He should be paying you some shit, or whatever the hell excuse that they give women the okay to be able to do that, but then men can't utilize the same exact system against them. And that really is the double standard, as well as the irony within the situation. I don't know about all the back and forth in between, but I do know that when there's 2 toxic people that try to get together, right? We talk about behavior a lot on this channel. When they get together, no prenup signed, and then when it eventually ends, strategy is going to come into play, because who you decided to get married to is never who you decide to get divorced to. And Cardi B may become a potential victim to a system that men have been a victim of for decades now.
What y'all think about that? First, I want to give a shout out to MTR, Medicore tutorials and reviews. I enjoy his segments very much so. This right here, though, MTR, I'm not going to hold you, my boy. She didn't even ask him for child support. You heard that during it. That right there, once she said that, listen, once she stated she didn't ask him for not even child support, that was a mistake in the paperwork, and then the new paperwork was renewed and all that. and it states that, there's nothing to talk about. He shouldn't want nothing from her at all. You know why? Again, Kevin Federline. Valid. You know why? He took custody of the kids. Period. He all expenses. 100% agree with that. But you know, some people have difference of opinions. This is why me, Tw.GeezNews, is here to show you the differences. And there's nothing wrong with differences of opinions. Nothing at all. We should all be able to have that, not even argue, fight, none of that nonsense in between. Because what is it getting you? It ain't getting you no bag, I tell you that. Well, next we got who? Hassan Campbell. We're going to let him give his side and his point of view on what he believes about this. Let's continue.
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? So pretty much, Cardi B just went off on Offset. And she pretty much sounds like she got some pretty grounds to go off on. Let's go to the tail of the tape.
Different angle for y'all. All the time. Multiple different angles. No freaky. Let's continue.
Let's see what y'all thoughts on the situation.
Listen up, y'all listening? Listen up. The fact that I'm waking up right now, right? The fact that I'm waking up right now to see that this nigga and his I know it's not his team. I know it's his gonna tell the Breakfast Club.
Keep something in mind. You might say to yourself, why are you playing this thing? It's not about the actual issue of Cardi B and Offset. To an extent, the moral of this content is to show you different analytical sides of thinking and how people see things. And there should be no problem with that. Let's continue.
The only reason why I'm asking for spousal support, because I was asking for everything. Because I was asking for everything. And because I don't be with my kids. Yo, you such a nigga. Word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die slow, nigga.
The curse.
When you die, nigga, I want you to slow in the bed. And while you think of me. Let me tell y'all something, right? When I first filed for child support, my lawyer filed for child support. I mean, when I first filed for divorce, my lawyer filed for, and this nigga started spazzing, right? So I told my lawyer, there's a renewed divorce paper, right? And in the renewed divorce paper, I asked for no child support. I didn't ask for no child support because I want to be done with this marriage. Like, I feel like I'm tied up. I asked for no child support.
Shout out to MTR. You see what I'm saying, my brother? No child support. Let's continue.
Kiari is allowed to see my kids. There is not one day that he's not allowed to see my kids. Okay? He stood up my kids 3 times. He have seen Blossom only like 5 times, okay? And I've been trying to save your face. But for you, stop playing saying that I don't be seeing my... Stop playing because you don't want to look like a ass nigga. All right. If I keep you away from the kids, right? All right. You talk to the kids almost every single day. You call the kids every single day. I allow you to talk to the kids every single day. If I allow you to talk to the kids, why would I not allow you not to see the kids?
What do you mean you allow? See, I have to pause this for a second. I didn't hear that before. What do you mean you allow? You got to stop that. There's no you allow anybody to see anybody. No matter how much you people hate each other, he's still a father, still a mother. But I ain't gonna hold you, bitch ass motherfucking ninjas. Deserve some jazz motherfucking shit done to them. God damn it. But not the good ones. Because there's too many of you out there hurting the good ones. And you let the dogs bite your ass. Let's continue.
It was a point that he was making a big deal, like, oh, I'm not going to go to New York to see the kids because I'm not going to be seeing my kids in a hotel room. I was like, all right, so you can see him in my mom's house. You still made it a big deal. And I love my daughter so much. Yo, if I'm lying, my kids could die if I'm lying. I said, you know what? To make it easier for you, you could see the kids in my house. Just because I want my daughter to feel the love of her dad. Because I want my kids to have that love of their dad. I want the love of both parents.
Yo, this is a different audio from what's the name? Because I didn't hear this shit in the last one either from MTR. When we listened to his angle, his point of view. What do you mean you was gonna let him? Don't you have a whole new man? He jacking that? Listen, I'm not jacking that. What do you mean coming? Unless let me be clear. You staying with me while he stay at the house with the kids, I'm cool with that. But y'all both staying there, and I'm not jacking that. There's nothing in my brain that's gonna say he ain't canoodling that canoester at some point in time. I don't give a damn if it didn't happen. In my mind, it happened. You heard that? It might not never happen. But in my mind of minds, there's no way you can tell me it didn't happen. And we're done. Straight like that. So only way, me personally, like I said, this is me, my personal point of view. I would jack that is if she's coming to stay with me. He's coming for the week. All right, cool. That means for the whole week, you're staying here with me. Let them have daytime alone. I'll jack that. Let's continue.
Even if we're not together. Also, the last time we seen the kids was in March on Cody's birthday. Okay? So before you start talking to me about I don't see my kids, let's talk about it. You haven't seen the kids since March. Okay? You said you was gonna... You said you was gonna go see the kids after you went, when you did your Dominican Republic trip. You stood them up. You went to do a hosting in Boston, and you stood them up. You say you was going to see the kids after Mother's Day, and you stood them up. My kids, my house is always open. My house is always open for you to see my kids, and you still haven't seen them. So why are you saying that you're asking for spousal support because I'm trying to take the kids from you? The kids is always open to see you. All the time, and you know it. You talk to my kids every single day. It's not my fault you don't want to go to New York. The fuck? Now, you're saying that I'm trying to take everything. What you mean I'm trying to take everything? The cars that you gave me? I gave you cars too. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the lamb truck. And the day that I bought my Maybach, the Maybach was $170,000, and I didn't have the $70,000 that day. I had to get it the next day. So you just put the $70,000. You want those cars so bad, you could get it. But then you want to talk about the houses. You want to talk about the houses. First of all, my Jersey house, I bought. And you tell me myself, if you buy a house in Jersey, I'm not helping you think, because I don't want a house up north. But you know, my dream was always to have a property in New Jersey, in New York. So of course that's gonna be my property. I bought years. The Atlanta house, you have put me with the bill the last year. The last year you have put me with the bill. Just like you left me the last year, you have left me with the kids' bill. The last year, you have left me for a whole year straight. You have left me with the kids' bill. Y'all want to know what's the kids' bills? Start adding. Y'all need to start adding right now, right? So my kids got their own driver. They pick them up from school, they drop them off, and they take them to gymnastics and to wavy unboxing classes. The kid's driver is on a retainer for $10,000 a month. So that's $10,000 a month just on a driver for my kids. All right, cool. Culture school this year, you didn't pay for it. That's $45,000. Wave school a year is $35,000, which you didn't help me pay for it this year at all.
45,000, 35,000, 10,000.
My cousin babysits Wave.
I think we heard enough. 45,000, 35,000, 10,000. You're talking
That's 90 bands. Let's continue.
$100,000 and more, because that's not even all the bills. Just for the children to have a better lifestyle, protection and, security and all the rest of that. They got drivers, whatever the case may be. So she broke it down, and she's not even asking for child support. But Offset as a man, is you a man? You asking?
Let's continue.
For spousal support, and she's not even asking for child support?
I did say that. Let's continue.
Where they do that at? On top of the fact that I got to sit up there and say, I don't like taking sides and breakups, but I got to sit up there and I got to say, shout out to Cardi B, because she said, you know what? You don't even have to go spend time at my mother's house. You could come spend time with the kids at my house. And see, we already know somebody else is piping. They piping Cardi down. And she's willing to take the chance and the risk of having a beef with the new dude just to satisfy you. Talking about, yo, you could come to the crib. You could stay with the kids in the crib. And 9 times out of 10, let's just keep it funky, right? Let's keep it funky. We already know Cardi might come home drunk, see you in the crib, and she might even let you smash again. Cardi might let you smash again. She might say, you know what? He's sitting there looking like a little sad puppy. Let me just give him some.
Did I not say that? Did I not say the same thing when I heard that? And the crazy thing is, like I said at that time, it might not even true, but in my mind, I don't care what you say. It happened. In my mind, it happened. 100% did not happen, but in my mind, it happened. Let's continue.
And you're not even willing. You don't want to come up north. So you like us supporting you with your music, but you don't like us, you don't like up north like that.
Did sound kind of strange. What do you mean you don't want to, you would never live up like what? What you mean? I'm telling you, let's continue.
When you get up north, you still dealing in mansions. I mean, it is what it is. My take on the situation, I ain't really hear Offset's side, but she got the kids, my nigga. Why are you looking to take anything from her if she has the kids and she's giving you full access to your kids? No arguments, no fights.
I said the same exact thing. Let's continue.
The only thing I don't like how she words what she's saying, I let you. No, you're not supposed to let him speak to his children. That door should be open and always free, but it is open and free. I just don't like the way she titled it.
I didn't see this. I'm dead serious. I did listen to me. Yo, but it's the truth. Let's continue.
I let you. I allow you. There's something about that allow and let I don't really like, because it shouldn't be that way. But at the same time, she's allowing and letting you without a fight. She ain't taking you to court for child support. Why are you taking her to court for spousal support? That's my take. Like, men got to learn how to be men. Men got to learn how to be men. Stop chasing a woman's bag and go get your own. A lot of y'all be thinking that these celebrities is far more richer than what they really is. And one of my next videos, Fat Joe and Jadakiss had a conversation about that. Right after this video is uploaded, stay tuned for my next one so we can break that down. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and pay attention to your circle before they hurt you.
I ain't gonna hold you. What y'all think? I gave you two different sides of two different people. Which men are you more in line, point of view wise? For me personally, I'm going to say both to an extent. And you know why I'm going to say both to an extent? Because NTR, his point of view, I would say is from a different walk. I don't even believe he would have ever been in that situation in the first place. However, let's say he was, hypothetically speaking. Would he be one of them so-called city boys? City boys. Tis. Let's continue. But first, what do you think? Would he be? I don't know. I don't know him personally, so I'm not going to say he would be. However, he did make some valid points. However, out of that, my review of what I have to go with a good 70, 75, 30, 25 his way. Because it's content. So the invite for homeboy and all that, I get it. See what I'm saying? But I don't agree with a man asking for spousal support unless he's in the same situation, I believe, as the dude, Kevin Featherline. If you ain't in that situation where you got the kids and you're doing everything solely, get the hell out of here. What's wrong with you? And there's no child support? You don't listen. You ain't even got to pay child support. No, I'm sorry. Now we're gonna go with Hassan Campbell review. What do you think about that? And his point of view. Me personally, I'm gonna go with a strong 75-80. His way. Strong. His way. See, the 70-75 wasn't because I didn't kind of, out of that, he wound up with 25-35 review. Hassan Campbell, good 80. His way. 80% of what he said, I honestly believe is to be true in this story right here, in this situation rather. Because shouldn't no man be asking for no goddamn spousal support? What's wrong with you? When did that become? That's cool. That's why you got to plant them seeds. I told you, you're not paying attention. Pay attention. Plant them seeds. The one who plants them seeds, knowing there's a chance he or she might not sit in that tree shade, just going to understand the meaning of life. There's a chance you might not sit there, but your peoples will be able to sit in that tree shade forever. That tree will make more seeds, which will grow more tree, which will make more shade. I'm telling you, there's no way the money that people are going through, and it's no more. Listen. We're talking about here now. Time is now. Time is now. Get to that bag because that is nasty altogether. Altogether. Shout out to MTR. Very much so. Shout out to Hassan Campbell. You already know what it is. It's your boy TW at Tw.GeezNews. After these messages, but first, shout out to my news. Don't forget to smash that like button for the channel, for the algorithm, and subscribe. You know the motto already. 9 to 5, that's to make a living. 5 to 9, that's to make a way of life. You dig? Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. After these messages, I'll be right.
Bang, bang. Stand tall or lose it all, lose it all. So what you wanna do, huh? Stand tall on your feet or lose it all, lose it all. So what you wanna do, huh? Stand tall on your feet or lose it all, lose it all. So what you gonna do, huh? Stand tall or lose it all, stand tall or lose it all. For the world, I get to gunning like a gangster move. This ain't no gangster movie, homie. This is real life, one of a kind. I'm not different, I'm a rare breed, top shelf, first in line, homie. I'm a draft pick. Second string contenders, all most of them gon' ever be. Headed for the fast break, mind state, power forward. Headed for the fast break, mind state to be the greatest. Politic, plotting schemes, slow and steady wins the race. This New York, it's a hostile takeover. This New York, now I'm here, boy, the game's over. We bout to change the game, homie, just a little bit. We bout to flood, just a little bit. Yes, it's me, spitting that verb on the LG beat like an M16. Oh, yes, it's me, spitting that verb and it kill your ass like an M16. That's very scary, better brace yourself or you get hit. I stand tall, I be